play with pretty much every team in the country, even the likes of Maryland, who they only lost to by 5-6 goals earlier in the season. So the key is going to be, do they have enough depth offensively to hang with Michigan for 4 quarters?
We are underway, both teams fighting, and ball still on the ground and now controlled by Harvard, who will now take it into the offensive area.
Turned his head, Zawada moved into space, caught the skip pass, and a guy like that, he knows how to finish. So he just, he took advantage of the situation. But I wouldn't expect that to be, Michigan's going to have to work a lot harder today than they have. A lot of these things that they've been getting away with against some of the more inexperienced defenses won't work against a Harvard. But, I bet the defender was in a good spot. The pass was out in front of him. His angle was being decreased. But if he doesn't put that behind the back, there's no way it goes in. So Hayden Cheek being able to finish inside, great skill there. And like I said, if he doesn't put it behind the back, there's no way that shot goes in. So there is a time and a place for a behind the back for all those young players out there.
And Harvard controls again, and here they come, and a ball off the crossbar, drifting away. Harvard still controls, but a quick face-off from Boehm to make it 2-1. Boehm now.
Now, obviously, Zawada getting all the attention all year long, but Boehm, again, getting out to his guy on the approach. And they were able to get the shot off no problem. And that's the best shot other than the behind the back shot, that's the best shot we've seen out of Harvard today.
Cheek with a first period double to keep Harvard in it. And Harvard will look to control the ground ball, and they do.
Yeah,
and there's a flag on the play.
Easy. And Shankar didn't really have a chance there, and that's really hanging him out to dry. There's not much he can do there as the goalie.
That was Miles Botkiss, the freshman, out of Rancho Santa Fe, California. He went to Torrey Pines High School, and he picks up his 10th.
Multiple saves, hit pipes, stuff like that. So we just need Wietfeldt here to take full advantage of his ability to win the clamp.
And he did the year to go along with 11 goals. Again, the best offensive player for Harvard, and showing it early. Michigan will look to try to control here, but knocked out of the hand. Some good play from the Harvard midfield.
And we've seen Justin Wietfeldt pretty much win every clamp, but we need the wings to keep the other wing players off of him. And at the moment, we need to stop the bleeding as well.
And
there, and props to Boehm and Cohen for putting it together.
Ryan Cohen, a newcomer on this Michigan roster. Again, one of Kevin Conry's great recruits, which he seems to bring in every year. And here comes Michigan again. The shot, and it just bounces over the top. That was from Wietfeldt, who controlled it.
And they're subbing guys off late, whereas Harvard keeps a guy on or subs a guy on a little bit quicker than we are. And they're getting this brief 6-on-5, and there's nothing Shankar can do about it when these shots are on the doorstep. Far behind, but being man down, he does have to slide a little further than usual. But Cohen locked and loaded, ready to go, and they really need to get this ground ball back.
And Wietfeldt does win it.
And now Michigan needs to sub off as fast as possible and get that man up unit back in and clicking.
Still a minute left. Wietfeldt is now 7 of 12 on faceoffs. So
yeah, he's won almost every back of his leg and went in.
So Harvard with a quick response and regains that 2-goal lead. Wietfeldt, the crowd asking for a hold, and they will get it.
Getting bailed out a little bit there.
He looked up to the sky immediately after. I think that's when he wants to have back, but Wietfeldt coming all the way and shoots just wide.
Yeah, he's capable of tuition games, and they're also, they're not switching early enough. They're not being decisive enough with some of their strategies. So we need to look for those things to get squared away, and if they don't, we're just going to see more of this.
Both players battling, and the ball on the ground. Players laying out some big hits, and
he didn't have a distinct advantage over his defender, so there's no need to really slide, and then by the time you do decide to slide, it's too late.
And a quick win by Wietfeldt, who go all the way in. A good save with the feet. 15 remaining. Michigan will need to do something real quick. On under under 10. Now
Still
flies
loose.
up in the air. And
great job by Justin Wietfeldt there to keep it alive.
that marks the end of the third period. Nick, what does Michigan have to do here to get back into this game and maybe find a way to win?
Well, I think, not to be a broken record here, but the same thing that they've had to do all game, right? Like on offense, they're just not moving the men fast enough. They're getting a great dodge, they're drawing a slide, and then the ball just dies in someone's stick. It's not going to cut it.
Wietfeldt and Cucurullo will go back at it once again. Wietfeldt controls.
Yeah, he's
Wietfeldt
really
to get
feeling it
into the
right now.
attacking
If we
area.
can just convert on offense,
And he makes it 11-7. And we'll see if Michigan can try to continue some of this momentum. Wietfeldt trying to control at the face-off here. Ball on the ground. Everyone fighting for it. And Harvard will control. Wietfeldt looked like he might have had that for a second.
You know, again, he won the clamp pretty cleanly, but great job by the Harvard face-off guy to make it a scrum every or they're having too many slides that are unnecessary, false slides. It's just kind of a mess right now on the Michigan end for defense.
It was Owen Gaffney who scored for Harvard, and they control at the face-off again. With exactly 4 minutes remaining.
And if we can keep these wings off of Justin Wietfeldt for a second, he can get the ball to himself.
Ball on the ground.
Yeah.
And they'll call a hold on Harvard, so it will be Michigan possession.
Yeah, you could see that 38 was kind of holding Bonomi up with his stick. Hopefully now with a bit of a different strategy and just a bit of willpower on Bonomi's part there.
A quick face-off win, and he'll get it in. Jake Bonomi with his second goal of the match, second goal of the period.
Another great win by Wietfeldt. So we're getting closer and closer here, chipping away.
Using the strength and a flag on Cohen, it looks like. Maybe they called him entering the circle?
No, the flag's actually on Harvard for a push here.
Probably one last face-off, Wietfeldt, who's performed very well. Oh, wow, and great move there by Bonomi to get it free. And Bonomi shoots and
another pipe, because why not?